Odyssey Jones, real name Omari Palmer, who was let go by the WWE last September. Earlier this week, we had reported about a protection order that he had received against his ex partner. And today, Brandon Thurston has reported on Post Wrestling. We have secured a police report that gives kind of her side of the story too. And we have been in contact with his ex-partner, but are not revealing her name. We are going to keep that part private. But essentially, Jones' former partner alleges that she was physically abused by Palmer, Omari Palmer, with allegations that were outlined in a Maitland police report that we obtained. And Brandon Thurston has been in contact with her as well. The police report was filed last May, on May the 23rd, where battery is alleged to have been committed by Palmer 1 week prior to this police report being filed. And she had claimed that he became very angry after discovering text messages that she sent to another man. And he allegedly threw items, grabbed her, slammed her to the floor twice. And in the report, it documents photos of bruises on her shoulder and both legs, which she claims was done by Palmer. Now, Palmer is denying the allegations in the same police report that he admits to throwing objects, but denied throwing anything at her, and that neither of them became physical with one another. Brendan also did reach out to Palmer, and he did decline to comment on this. He did post a statement after this story came out. We will get to that. The reporting office also included a request by the responding officer for 1 count of battery to be issued against Palmer, and currently that case is still under review. There's no decision yet if charges will be pressed. And she also alleges of another physical altercation. So we had this one incident in May, and it was the night before they were set to go on a cruise ship together on a vacation. They ended up going on this cruise together, and there was allegedly another incident on this cruise ship. And she states that she suffered a concussion on this ship, and that he destroyed their cabin while throwing out one of her phones into the water. And that was the other incident. And then she contacted the Maitland police when she got back, talking about the prior incident. So Palmer was let go by WWE. And this is when he then got that order of protection that we talked about earlier this week, alleging that he was the victim of physical violence, harassment, and threats, and that he was in fear of his life from his ex. And that protection order was recently extended through January of 2028. His ex-partner denies those allegations or those accusations and could not oppose the protection order because she lives in a different state and couldn't get there and oppose it, essentially. So Palmer's petition, this is also worth noting, the petition included a claim that he had filed a police report with the Maitland Police Department alleging that she was stalking him. And we could not find any record of this existing with the Maitland Police Department. All that the police at Maitland could confirm to us was this filing for battery on her behalf against him. So that is all we could find. So the ex-partner did reach out to WWE. She informed us that WWE conducted its own investigation before Palmer was released, but WWE did not respond to our requests for comment. So first of all, I want to say Brandon Thurston did a really thorough and excellent job on this. I worked a little bit with him, but this was Brandon Thurston's story, and he did a really fantastic job on this. And last thing, I'll let you chime in if you'd like, Bruce. Odyssey Jones tonight, after the story was posted, just wrote on X, "These are the claims I'm facing. They are false. And as said prior, I will be taking legal action against said party. More information will come during our court hearings." So it does look like this will likely become a legal issue between Omari Palmer, Odyssey Jones, and his ex-partner. So Bruce, if you have any thought, feel free. Whatever. These are always kind of tough stories, and it's two sides to that are being made public.
Yeah. They are tough to talk about, but I think that's why it's important that folks like Brandon and also yourself with this one are actually doing a lot of original reporting on this, getting in touch with the relevant sources, getting in touch with the police department, looking at what paperwork has and has not been filed, because without that sort of actual concrete reporting. This just gets litigated through social media, and that doesn't really serve anybody, I don't think. In reading Brandon's story, the fact that Palmer's petition claims that he filed a report, but that there's no record of that, seems very, very odd to me. So I'm not really sure what to make of that. And then also the comments that his ex-partner made with regards to the investigation that apparently WWE conducted and that we have to presume led to his termination. You know, like, far be it from me to say much positive about WWE corporate, but you compare this sort of reaction to like the complete non-answers that, you know, Dana White has given regarding one of the other stories we're going to be talking about today. You know, and we've seen in the past that internal WWE investigations have led to firings, have led to disciplinary actions, even when there are no charges that are ultimately brought or that charges are dropped. I think the fact that those sorts of investigations are apparently being conducted with a degree of seriousness and a degree of rigor internally is probably a good thing. In baseball, a field that I also spend a lot of time following, there are a lot of internal investigations that lead to severe disciplinary actions. I'm thinking about the ones against Roberto Alomar and Trevor Bauer,
Sure.
amongst others, where no criminal charges are brought or the criminal charges are dropped or whatever it might be. And that's because it behooves those institutions, even if you want to say purely for mercenary reasons, to conduct a really thorough investigation. The fact that the WWE is willing to do this and the UFC less so is maybe a bigger issue here. But yeah, no, again, difficult stuff to look at and talk about. But again, hopefully this process is helpful to Palmer's ex-partner, that the truth comes out. And again, well done for Brandon, to Brandon for being so thorough with it.
That whole story is up at postwrestling.com if you want to read it in more detail.